Turning to affordable housing in Central Texas now, and they're having a hard time finding a home because they've really become so scarce.
But recent government funding is looking to help with that ahead of this year's election. 6 News anchor Adriana Alexander has more details on what renters have been dealing with in our area. What'd you find out today, Adriana?
Well, waiting lists are well over capacity in a number of our Central Texas counties, making the chances of getting affordable housing more difficult for the people who need it most.
Finding an affordable place to live in Texas sounds simple enough, but when minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour and millions of people are moving here,
it's definitely become more of a problem.
Barbara Bozen with the Central Texas Housing Consortium says they've helped over 1,200 families find affordable housing in Temple and Belton. And the growth of the area comes with its fair share of hurdles.
Unfortunately, that also draws investors. I get phone calls all the time where investors, if there's property we have, they're like, hey, can we buy some of your property? And I'm like, no.
Another option people have is to apply for Section 8 housing vouchers. Over at the Central Texas Council of Governments, their coverage is spread even further.
San Saba, Lampasas, Mills, Hamilton, Coryell, Bell, and Milam County.
Housing Division Director Carmen Lim says finding affordable housing has been far more difficult, with about 6,800 people still on waiting lists.
It is difficult for my families who have very little income or maybe on a fixed income, because sometimes property management companies require like 3 times the amount of rent that they have to have an income.
To help with housing for families across the U.S., Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen announced $100 million would be spread out for 3 years to fund affordable housing. Whether or not those funds make it to Central Texas, Lim encourages landlords to broaden who they accept.
We are in need of landlords, property management companies to come on program we have the need. So, like the saying, you build it, we'll fill it. That's exactly what it is. There's people out there that are willing to, to rent your homes if you're willing to take a chance on our clients.
Now, if you're needing affordable housing, visit our website, kcentv.com, for links to those resources. Now, the waiting times vary from 60 days to 18 months, but don't let that deter you from applying, because every case is different, guys.
Well, a lot of people waiting. 6,800, you said? That's a lot of families here in Central Texas.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Adriana.
Gotta have a solution. Thanks.